problem man, Josh. I don't know if you're there or not, but we've got the... We're just looking at the team lineup. Here it is. No place for Willie Nonto in the starting 11, unfortunately. Despite huge calls this week on Leice1 to get a start. Since that Fulham game that we need Willie Nonto on the pitch from the beginning. And it seems that he's sticking to his guns, is Grathia about Wilfred Nonto, and there's no start for him. And he's got Melier, Ayling, Firpo, Cooper, Koch, Rocker, Weston McKennie gets a start, Jack Harrison also gets a start, and Luis Sinistera, Rodrigo and Bamford are playing up front, so it's a slight change to the lineup by the look of it. He's more than likely, online in various outlets that giving it a different, some different permutations as to the formation, but I think he's going to, according to the BBC, they've got 4-2-3-1 with Bamford leading the line, Rodrigo in support. I just don't understand it. I really don't. It just seems a little bit imbalanced to me. Unbalanced. It's not a good start for us at all. I don't see how that is going to be effective against Leicester, especially as they've got this defender here, Soyun Chu, a highly rated defender amongst the fans by the sound of it. He's been making a bit of an impression for Leicester over the last couple of weeks. He's someone who Brendan Rodgers, week in, week out, refused to choose, refused to put in the starting 11 apparently, and the fans, the Leicester fans, seem to be buoyed by his return to the team since Dean Smith and his gang took over down at Leicester. It just beggars belief what we're doing. We seem to have a bit of a problem with Wilfred. I know, Willie Nonto. I can't believe that we don't have Willie Nonto starting for us today. It's mind blowing. But there we go. Why is he not starting again? I think the thing is Grathia's obviously got it in his mind that Nonto, you'd like to say it's tactical, that, he probably doesn't suit this match, he doesn't suit the shape, doesn't suit the formation, or something like that, but the way I see it is Wilfred Nonto is a hungry player. He wants minutes under his belt, he wants to be appearing for Leeds and improving his chances of getting in the the Italian international squad when the internationals come round again. I just can't understand it. I really can't. I don't see how we're leaving him off the pitch. I really don't. And there's no. Yeah, I'm just looking at your comments here. We should be told what our Nonto has done that is so bad, and if Nonto is injured, he should not be on the bench. Yeah, I totally agree. We can see here that he is on the bench. Our bench: Robles, Strauch, Christensen, Forshaw, Greenwood, Aronson, Somerville, Nonto, and Rutter. I can imagine there's going to be a lot of disappointed fans today, and if we don't get him on the pitch and he doesn't get any minutes, or he gets very few minutes, he came on with 10 minutes to go against Fulham and he barely had a touch of the ball. Very few touches, I think. So we should start with Forshaw. and McKennie, they're more dynamic than Rocker. He started with McKennie, and McKennie has come under a lot of fire actually today. I don't know if you know, Bandy, but there's something going online on Twitter, and it's involving Weston McKennie, and it involves one of his friends. Now, this friend of Weston McKennie has come out, and he's said some pretty horrible things about the club over the last few days online, and it's been picked up and it's circulating around the internet. It's circulating in the Facebook group, and if this is true, what this guy's saying, that these are the feelings of Weston McKennie, then he shouldn't get a start. He shouldn't even be on the bench. He shouldn't because he's directly influencing our player. The player that the club are paying the salaries of. And I mean, fine if you feel like this yourself personally, but sharing your views online and making sure your friend can see him on Twitter isn't helpful. We're already in a mess, and we don't need people spreading nonsense, negativity, stuff like that, that's going to mentally affect the players. I just don't understand why he would insist on starting Weston McKennie when he's involved in all of this. Not directly involved either, he's indirectly involved. It is a personal friend of Weston McKennie, and it's not helpful, is it? If I can find these tweets, I will happily show you them. I do have a Twitter account. It's for something else. It's for my. I run a couple of English channels and stuff like that. So, I don't tweet out on it very often. In fact, very, very, very rarely do I tweet that kind of thing. But today's the day I've been waiting for. I'm just having a read through Weston McKennie's Twitter feed. There's a picture of him and Tyler Adams. I don't know who this guy is, but the story's been circulating over the last few days, and it's been going on Facebook and whoever in the Facebook group. So he's basically talked about, Leeds is a bad club for Weston McKennie. The manager's not playing him in the right place. Weston's not being utilised in the right kind of role that suits him. I mean, this guy was doing quite well for Juventus. He was doing a lot better there than he is at Leeds. There are hot rumours going around that this friend of McKennie has alluded to. Weston McKennie wants to go back to Juventus. All of these things, all of these things are not helpful for us. It really is not helpful for him. Not helpful for Weston McKennie. And he's rightly, by a lot of the fans, he's rightly being called into question about his commitment. Is he committed to Leeds United? Is he committed to our fight against relegation? I mean, does he even know that we could go down a division here if we don't get our act together pretty sharp? And in the USA, of course, it's different, isn't it? Soccer is a different animal altogether. They have franchises in these leagues, and the MLS is set up so that nobody gets relegated. Getting relegated, for those not in the know, that has serious serious financial consequences to the club. The money in the league below, which is the championship, is it's fractional compared to what you earn in the Premier League, and to a side like Leeds, it's going to have a huge impact on our finances. And I mean there are parachute payments and all of this other stuff, but you really want to be in the Premier League. If you have a look at the state of the Championship and some of the places that you've got to go to in the Championship, that league is tough. It's tougher than the Premier League. It is such a demanding league. There are more teams, more games. Pardon me while I drink my coffee. More teams, more games, more ways in which you can just get stuck down there. And for those who are not in the know, Leeds were stuck in that league or below. Yes, there are leagues below the Championship, and those leagues, we have been there, and we don't want to be going back there. We don't want to be going back there, because if we do go back there, we might never get back to the Premier League in my lifetime. 16 years is a long, long time. Yeah. So, you let me know what you think, chat. I'm there. I've heard the talk, probably from somebody called 21. As it stands, it's just talk. Yeah, I mean, it's just talk, but is it having an impact? Is it having a bearing on Weston McKennie's game? I wouldn't play him. I wouldn't put him on there until I found out what was going on. And I hope Grothy has interviewed him and said, we're aware of what's going on. Let's hear your story. What is actually happening? Are you interested? Because if he isn't interested and he doesn't want to be in Yorkshire, which is apparently what Weston McKennie has said, he doesn't want to be in Yorkshire, doesn't like it, he's finding it really hard going. There's no place for him in the squad. That means substitute bench as well. Don't play him. Simple as that. There's no point playing him. There's no point playing somebody who doesn't want to be there. And you can usually tell with body language, and I think that Weston McKennie will tonight be under the spotlight. He'll be every single thing he does during this game is going to be magnified 1,000%, and we're going to know all about it. And I'm going to certainly be keeping my eye on him. Does he look interested? Is he willing to track back? Is he willing to make tackles? Put his body on the line for us? Is he willing to get stuck in? Is he willing to help the team tough it out and fight it out? Because this is going to be a fight tonight. Make no mistake, this Leicester team, they're here to fight, and they're going to be here for 3 points. You look around all the other Leicester YouTubers. The words coming from Dean Smith, John Terry, and whoever else is running the show down at Leicester, you'll find that they are pretty confident that they're going to come here and beat us tonight. Some Leicester fans, I was watching Just Joe football show earlier on, and some of them have Leicester down for a 3-0 victory, coming to Elland Road. They're a place below us in the Premier League. They're on a record-breaking streak of conceding goals, losing matches, and all this other stuff. A lot of really bad stats in Leicester's favour. I mean, we've got some bad stats, so have they, but they are confident that they're going to come to Elland Road tonight and beat us 3-0. I mean, I just can't envisage what universe these people are in. But I mean, if we're playing someone like Weston McKennie, anything could happen. Like, anything could happen. He just, the worst possible scenario is Weston McKennie thinks, you know what, I can't be arsed. And he just goes out and puts in some reckless challenges, gets himself a red card, and gets himself a 3-game suspension. And some players can be like that. they can be vindictive. I don't want to be here. I don't like wearing this shirt. I don't like the club. I don't like the fans. I don't like Yorkshire. I don't, whatever it is. That kind of behaviour is not acceptable. It's toxic, and if he's spreading toxicity in the squad, which I suspect he probably has been, because some reports have come out about he's been causing trouble in training and doing some other stuff. He shouldn't be in the squad. If any of this is true, he shouldn't be in the squad, and that is it. I hope it's all just hearsay and just naysayers and just anybody making up some rumour, and none of it's true. But these things are getting traction online, so there must be some truth to what Weston McKennie's up to at Thorpe Arch and at Elland Road. For me, the players are trying. Personal pride and professional pride counts for a lot, and nobody wants to look bad in front of that crowd. I won't want to look bad. I won't want to go and be a Leeds player and put anything less than 100% in, because the minute that they think you're taking your foot off the gas, you're gonna be informed. Anyway, look, there is a little interview. Patrick Bamford's come out to speak to the cameras before the game, which is an unusual one. And I think it'd be interesting to see what mood Patrick's in tonight. I mean, Patrick could show up tonight and get himself a hat-trick. Anything could happen. This is what makes this game so intriguing, so exciting. I think we should go and have a listen to what Patrick's got to say for himself.
As players, what are you demanding of yourselves to try and get a good result tonight?
Stick to the plan. I think follow what the gaffer said and see it through the whole 90 minutes. I think that's the main thing, because we've done it in bits and bobs, but it's making sure that we're concentrated for the full 90.
And you're back in the starting lineup. How pleasing is it to be fully fit and available to play an integral part in these games?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, I want to help the team as much as I can, and I kind of knew I'd be fine for today, so it was just one of them where I had to kind of get 30 minutes the other day, and it's all good.
And it'll be a full stadium. How important is it to start well to keep those home fans engaged in a match such as this one?
Yeah, I think regardless of how the game starts, and we just need the fans all the way through it, and they can drag us over the line, and they know they can, so it's just staying positive and stay with us the whole time.
And without looking too far ahead, 3 points tonight could certainly reignite the end to the season, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think that, look, we've had a bit of a tough few weeks, I guess, the last few results, but before that we were on kind of a little bit of an upwards trend, I guess, and so it's about building that again, and as you said, hopefully finishing the season strong.
Yeah, finishing the season strong, Patrick. I mean, we're all going to be rooting for you tonight. I think that's the main thing. We're all in a mess. A lot of people are getting a bit fed up. We don't like seeing the side lose, and we want commitment, and we want the players to look like they're committed and look like they want to be there and wearing the shirt. I think that's the main thing, isn't it? Patrick Bamford, he's another one who came under a lot of fire from Leeds fans over his interview following the I think, was it the Crystal Palace game or the Liverpool game, and he said, fans are entitled to their opinion, and people were getting a bit worked up because it sounded like, well, he just doesn't care. He literally just doesn't care that the fans have left 60, 70 minutes or the start and that's number one. And number two, it's almost as if he'd resigned himself to a heavy defeat before we've started that game, or it just beggars belief what his mindset is. We need to be going out there tonight and being positive. We need to be going out, being positive, and trying to have a go at Leicester. Because I think if we start playing cautious and all of this other stuff and sitting back, we're going to invite them on. We're going to give them a bit of confidence. They're no mugs of this lot. the centre forward is an ex-Manchester City player. He came through the ranks at Manchester City, I believe. They've got Harvey Barnes as well. I rated Iniacho when he was at Manchester City. I had him in my dream team. He didn't do very much for me while he was in that, but we'll talk a little bit about Leicester. I think they're going to pose a threat going forward. The stats, even though the beat Wolves, they didn't do anything outstanding really to prove that they were any good. Liverson, Castagne, Fayes, Sionchu, Christensen, Tielemans, Samare, Tete, Maddison, Barnes, and Iniacho. If you're struggling to see that, that is the lineup. Let me know what devices you're using. If you're struggling to see anything or you have any problem with the stream, let me know, and I'll try my best to adapt it to your pleasure, of course. Stick to the plan, he says. Is the plan any good? I know. I can't stomach any more defensive performances in our own house. I can't. And I think he's set us up to attack. I mean, he's put Rodrigo and Bamford up front. I mean, if then we've got Sinisterra there as well. And of course Jack Harrison, he's another one, needs to put a shift in because he was AWOL for me in that Fulham game. I mean, I think back about that Fulham game, I'm thinking to myself, I don't even remember very often speaking about Jack Harrison. I don't. It was just as if was he even there? Is he the invisible man? Is Jack Harrison going to be putting in a shift tonight for us? It's under the floodlights at Elland Road. It's going to be an interesting match. I hope some of you enjoyed the the pre-match build-up that I made. A couple of Wolverhampton jokes thrown in there for good measure. Of course. I enjoyed all the post-match camaraderie from that because I went into a couple of Wolves channels, and there's a guy there, Dave, and his dad, and his mate goes to watch Wolves, and there is a video from LUFC Lewis. I don't know if you've seen it, and he says the word joke God knows how many times. Well, LUFC Lewis has got that video footage and put a joke counter on there, and he started, "It's an absolute joke, is this? The Premier League want us out of the Premier League. The FA want us out of the Premier League, and nobody wants to see Wolverhampton Wanderers in the top flight of English football anymore, and it's the end for Wolverhampton. We're going down, mate. We're going down, I'll tell you now. It's a joke. It's a total joke. Ding, ding, ding." And the joke counter's going up. So I thought I'll just have to put in that pre-match preview that I did. I thought I'll just have to put something in there, just as a bit of fun. And I think that's one of the things when I make these videos. I always try to put a bit of humour into it, something a bit funny, something that's just, it's going to get a couple of people's tongues wagging and stuff like that. It seemed to do all right. I mean, I've got 29 subs now. I've picked up a new sub this week. I have as many subs as Leeds United have Premier League points. Isn't that amazing, folks? Isn't that absolutely? It's amazing. And I never thought, when I started doing this channel, I thought I'll do it as a bit of fun, and I'll do the odd watch along because the 3 p.m. blackout on a Saturday afternoon, people might be interested. And then I did a bit of research. I'm like, oh, actually, you know what? There's some really good channels out here. I'm going to struggle a bit to compete, but let's see what happens, And I started out and I just kept dripping a little bit of, nothing much, just dripping a bit of content out there, seeing how the audience responded. Let's see what happens. And sure enough, the channel seems to be gaining a bit of traction. over the last couple of weeks, because I was sat there thinking to myself, well, no, it's like anything else. Anybody who does YouTube for a living, they'll tell you it is hard. It is hard. I mean, I've got other channels and stuff, and I'm sat there, I'm thinking to myself, I've got all this equipment, I bought all this equipment for during that COVID, and now all that COVID stuff's over, I'm not using this equipment, and I'm thinking to myself, what do I do? Do I sell it? And I'm like, well, no, because I do enjoy making videos. I do enjoy live streaming. I've done a lot of I did a lot of lessons and stuff on Zoom, and I thought, maybe I need to make it pay. So I mean, if I make a bit of brass out of it, I don't think I will, but anyway, if I make a bit of brass out of it this season, then it's got to be worth it. I also think the main thing is, if the people watching enjoy the content and stuff, it's got to be worth it. Clearly, some of you enjoy the content. You enjoyed choosing to spend your time with me doing the watch-alongs and stuff like that, and watching the videos. And it's well worth it from my point of view. So I'm more than happy to do it. Let's have a look. Anyway, enough of the depressing comments on social. Time to move on. Huge game tonight. Yeah, I don't know if you read that Leicester City have got. They've got. What have they got? They've got. Oh yeah, all the fans are getting a scarf tonight. I don't know if you know that. Have you seen that online? Let me know if you've seen that online. I'm looking at some other video footage here. I can share this sort of stuff because it's kind of like I enjoy doing that kind of thing. Let's have a little look. Can I show that or not? Let's have a little look. Don Revie would try and have the game won in 15 minutes. So would Wilkinson, and so would O'Leary and Bielsa. Come on, Javi, stop messing about. I I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't agree more. I mean, I wasn't alive when Don Revie was around, but I don't know. Did I show you that a bit or not? Yeah, just a bit of the players. I was to. It was the final away game of the season, and it was Sheffield United, and I'm not kidding. What a day out that was! It was just absolutely buzzing. I mean, we got on this bus. I think we drove somewhere near. It was like a park and ride thing, We drove down to Elland Road, got on the bus, and then. I was amazed because this bus had a TV on it. Well, I mean, back then, for a bus to have a TV on it was like a technological marvel. And we'd gone down to Sheffield. We got a result down there, and we were on the way back. And it was amazing, absolutely amazing. Because on the way back up to Leeds, it was Liverpool and Man United. And I mean, Paul Ince. He'd had the game of his life against Liverpool, I think, that day, if I remember rightly. I mean, this is going back a long time. What what a year that was. It was just incredible. What a time to be alive and be a child. And that decade, the 80s, great decade. Loved it. Stick to the plan, he says. Yes, of course, we know that. Don Revy, I'll just highlight you there, Bandy. It's Don Revy would try and have a game won in 15 minutes. So would Wilkinson, so would O'Leary, and Bielsa. Have stop messing around. Of course, I honestly think, I firmly believe that we should go and have a go at this lot tonight. They're not that good. They're not that good at the back, and we're gonna have to go dominate and. Let's see a little bit of spirit, bit of passion, a bit of fight for the shirt, and let's see some goals in the favour of Leeds United. Right, okay, I think what I'm going to do is just have a little break just before kick-off, and I'll try and get the stream established, and then hopefully we'll be straight back for the watch-along. Okay, guys. Let's have a look. I hope you like that thumbnail as well. God, they take some time to these thumbnails. Let's have a little look. Right, match is kicking off. Sun's just setting over the west stand there at Elland Road, and it's a packed house. It is a packed house, I'll tell you, and it's going to be an interesting. Oh my, am I looking forward to this game? I can tell you. I've got a feeling that we're gonna. I'm hoping we do well. I really am. Let me know your score predictions in the box, guys. We're back. And kick-off has just started. Now the game's just started. It's underway. Leicester took the kick-off. They've played a ball up the left-hand side. Up there, left-hand side, heading towards Luke Ayling, of course. And I think that's an area where Leicester are probably going to try and exploit. Unbelievable. Paul Tierney is the match official, and I think we're quite lucky actually. I think we've got Michael Bridges as the commentator today, or the co-commentator. It's certainly a Geordie accent. And there's a foul on the halfway line, and someone's just gone down. Oh God, is that Rocker? And it's Maddison. He's gone down. He's holding the back of his leg, and he's got up and he's limping. Is Maddison limping quite heavily? So that's something that Leicester are going to be keeping an eye on. And it's the follow through to the challenge. I think it was Rocker went in for him first, and then Firpo came in round the back, give him a bit of a kick on the back of his thigh, and they've taken the free kick. And guess where they've directed the free kick at? Yes, you guessed it, Luke Ayling. So that Leicester gonna try, and they smell a bit of blood against Luke Ayling, and Bamford's picked up the ball off Jack Harrison. A good little run from Jack Harrison. And a good little bit of miscontrol there from Patrick Bamford. He turns over possession, and Leicester defend and clear the lines. It's another throw in. Right on the halfway line, pretty much. Grathia, not very animated, quite animated at the minute. He's giving some instructions out to the players. Good little run from Jack Harrison. There's a clearance here, Junior Firpo. It's not very good. Weston McKennie's on it, and that's a really bad back pass. I think it might have been Rocker who passed that back then. I don't know. And there's a foul by Iniacho. Yeah. On was it Robin Koch? Firpo up the left-hand side. Ball's played down the line, but McKennie's played a long ball up, and it's into Jack Harrison, and he just can't get to it. It's run through to the keeper, who's on the edge of his 18-yard box, and Christensen was there shepherding the ball as well. Leeds are 29% for the win, draw 28%. Leicester, they have 43% for the win probability. I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? 43% win probability for Leicester. And that's the Premier League who's producing those stats. The bookies, of course, it's a different story. They have Leeds to win all day long. And there's another foul there on Soyuchu on Harrison, but the ref's played on. Leeds are in possession. And McKennie just can't get a bit of miscontrol, and he just can't control it and make the telling pass. Junior Firpo's tracking back as well. McKennie. Harrison. Centre of the park. Knocks it wide to Luke Ayling, who's got all the room in the world to run into, but he's crossed it in. Luke Ayling, but Patrick Bamford can't get to it. He had plenty of chance there to carry the ball forward, Luke Ayling, because there was nobody in the Leicester left back position, and Ayling takes a throw in. Cock. There's a ball fired forward. I think it's Liam Cooper out to Junior Firpo, who's high up the park on the left-hand side. Tries to cross it in, but the cross is smothered. Leicester pick up possession just outside their 18-yard box, and now they're starting to counter-attack. They need to let Iniacho go offside here, but Leicester continue to hold the ball. And Barnes is on the edge of the 18-yard box. Anderson, and he just tries to cross it into Harvey Barnes, but he's cut out by Liam Cooper. It's end-to-end stuff. It's not, there's nothing happening in the midfield. There's nobody running back, bursting a gut to try and protect the defence at the minute. They're all a little bit slack getting back. They need to be getting back a lot quicker if Leicester are going to try and catch us on the break. Leicester have a corner, incidentally, here, and we get some really good camera angles from inside Mellier's net. Maddison takes it. It's to the front post. Ball's down, and it's getting loose, and it's around, and Leicester City have scored. It's from about 30 yards out. It's an absolute thunderbolt of a goal from Tielemans, and I mean, he's absolutely hammered it as Tielemans, and it's terrible defending from Leeds United. I'm going to drink my coffee because honestly that was terrible. And Dean Smith is having a laugh down there. It's a corner ball in, but there is now a question over offside. It's got a VAR. I don't think Luke Ayling's played him on. Tielemans has absolutely thumped that straight into top corner of the onion bag, and it's an absolute belting shot. Weston McKennie literally runs out of the way of the shot, but the VAR, if we get away with this, I mean, it'll be incredible if we get. I mean, Iniacho's offside, but it's in the sequence of play before this. What's Luke Ayling doing? I mean, he steps back there and plays the player onside. It's a goal. It must be a goal for Leicester City. And Leeds United have got away with one there, I'll tell you. That is because they've been goals given for less dubious offsides than that. I mean, he's offside when the first player strikes the ball. Aha, but there's a back heel. There's a back heel on from Barnes, and it touches Iniacho, and as Iniacho's coming back onside, he's offside, and Leeds have got away with one there. I'll tell you, a wake-up call for Leeds United. It's still 0-0, and I honestly think should have been allowed, and I think the Leicester fans, they're going to be well within their right to be very, very upset with that particular decision from VAR. They're going to feel hard done by, especially if Leeds go on and win this match now. It's a real hammer blow for them, I think. An absolutely outstanding goal and from Tielemans. Jack Harrison picks it up. VAR to the rescue. Deary me. Deary me. God, I don't know. Wow, we have got a game on our hands here. I'm just updating the title here for him. I think that was a clear goal. It's a slight touch. It's a slight touch. And I think it's Harvey Barnes. He's tried to back heel it into the net, but it's hit Iniacho. Iniacho was in an offside position as he's running back. Then the ball goes way out to Tielemans, who absolutely thumps it from what must be 30 yards straight into the top right-hand corner of the onion bag. It's an absolute thumping goal, but it's been disallowed by VAR, and VAR to the rescue. And I honestly, what a game, what a start. No real chances for Leeds at the minute. We have tried going forward, but Leicester have been equal to whatever we've put at them. But and there's a long ball in, but Ilian Meslier picks it up with a bit of confidence, and Iniacho's trying to run after the ball, but the Leeds defenders are just knocking it between themselves and Meslier. A really good strike by Tielemans, and Leeds are going to have to be a lot better when it comes to corners, set pieces, and stuff like that. That was shocking defending, in my opinion. A warning for Leeds. A very big warning that this isn't going to be an easy game, and we're going to have to be on our mettle, I think. And Harvey Barnes is causing all sorts of trouble down this left-hand side. He's going to be running at Luke Ayling for the majority of this match. Maddison on the right-hand side now, and there's another claim for offside. And Leicester have come here and they're dominating this first 12 minutes coming up on the clock now, and they've dominated the opening sequences of play. I think Ayling picks up the ball. He tries to knock it long, but it's intercepted by Barnes. Ayling takes the throw in into Patrick Bamford. Bamford to Weston McKennie. Ayling plays a weird ball inside to I think it's Rocker. Ball goes all the way back to Meslier now. Meslier out to it's Robin Koch. And it's long, it's too high for Patrick Bamford. He's not going to get that, and it's gone all the way through to Leicester defence. Leeds lacking the idea at the minute. We're looking a bit out of sorts, and we just, oh God, Luke Ayle's just been nutmegged by Harvey Barnes. Samare picks up the ball in the centre of the pitch. plays it out wide. It's just gone about equal with our 18-yard box, and there's 4 Leicester players over there at the minute trying to bring the ball under control, but they can't. It's up in the air, and it's being headed back out for a throw in up near the halfway line. That's a good interception, and it's Jack Harrison. Well played, Jack Harrison, but he just loses control of it. But there's a deflection. It comes back to Luke Ayling. Rodrigo down this right hand side now, cuts inside with his left, but he's challenged by Samare, and Samare's not got the ball but takes Rodrigo. Rodrigo manages to stay on his feet, probably a foul that. Tillmans has been brilliant in the opening few minutes for Leicester, and 14 minutes coming up on the clock right now. It's not a good start from Leeds. We're looking disjointed. We're not looking like we're at the races here, and it's all Leicester in this opening sequence of play in the opening 15 minutes. And Tete's on there as well, I think. Samare. And Leicester are in control, they're dominating, and they've got the possession. And Leeds have dropped off, and they're sitting back now. 2 banks of 4, just a lone striker up front, and Luke Ayling's got the ball. It's a foul throwing from Luke Ayling. He just needs to be careful with that. And the ball's given away, and Leicester are breaking forward. And Liam Cooper has just made a critical block for Leeds, and it just, I don't know. What are they doing? What are they doing? This is terrible, is this? And Harvey Barnes is just literally, I mean, he's coming round the back. It's Coops that's playing him off onside anyway. He needs to be a bit more careful with that, and make sure that the rest of the back line know when to be playing onside and when not to be playing offside, should I say. The lack of communication, I think that's a major problem in that back line, isn't it, for us? Shocking. McKennie, nice little interception. And it's Jack Harrison down the left hand side, turns his player, lovely cross in, but is there a little foul there on Sinistera? I don't know. He tries to turn and get the ball, but I think he kind of slips. There's another camera angle coming in here. And that's a really nice cross from Jack Harrison, but we just couldn't capitalise on that. So, first real opportunity from Leeds, the first real sight of their goal, but it's not a shot on goal, unfortunately. It's and that's bad. Iniacho against Cooper, and Maddison coming in at the back post, and he just can't make a connection to it, and it's gone out, I think, for a goal kick. There is a question. I think that Meslier might have touched that ball and got Leicester after a corner. Oh no. Yeah, clearly it's I think it's a goal kick, and Meslier gets it, and another warning for Leeds United. It's a really, really poor start, in my opinion, is this. Harrison. Rodrigo plays a little ball into Ayling. Ayling crosses it in, but I think it's gone over the touch line, and it's gone behind for a Leicester goal kick. Not a good start from Leeds. Under a typical spring-like evening at Elland Road, lots of cloud around. Looks quite dry there at the minute, which is a good thing. A lot of worried Leeds fans. few of them vaping in the stand there. I don't know if you're looking at this, but goal kick's taken by Iverson. It's up long. And Leeds have picked up the ball again, but there's a foul. And it's Soyeon Chu, is it? On Patrick Bamford. And referees picked that one up, which is about time. Patrick Bamford does suffer from a lot of manhandling, should I say, and quite often he doesn't even get any decision. Cooper's gone up for this one. It's a free kick. It's just beyond the halfway line, and the Leeds players are all piling into the edge of the 18-yard box of Leicester. Ayling. That's another bad ball. He's giving it away again, Luke Ayling. And this is something that's been mentioned in previous games, how many times Luke Ayling fails to complete passes. Harrison's got a bit of room, plays a little ball into the back post, and it's a goal for Leeds United, and it's Lewis Sinisterra at the back post with a header for Leeds. Get in. It's against the run of play, and Leicester City will be, disappointed because they've had the best opening. The best part of the opening 20 minutes, and in the first foray that Leeds have had forward that's posed any real threat to them, it's a really lovely ball from Jack Harrison. He just cuts inside, and it's a lovely cross into the back post, into Sinisterra, and Leeds have identified, I think there, that Christensen... It sounds like Leicester have got a player called Christensen who's not very good at left back for Leicester. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? And it's an opening goal from Lewis Sinisterra, and Sinisterra gets his head on it, and it's a lovely little header back across the face of goal, back across the keeper, and the fans there behind Navigrathi are going absolutely wild, and it, like everybody else, and it's a good lead for Leeds. It's against the run of play. It's debatable whether that VAR goal should have stood, but it'll all be known at the end of the in 70 minutes time, I think, won't it? McKennie on the left hand side plays a little ball to Julia Firpo, who's headed towards the corner flag. Firpo tries to take a ball on, and there's nobody there helping him. Leeds are appealing for a corner, they don't get it, and Leicester have picked up possession in that corner. And there's a little challenge there by Rodrigo that fires up the crowd, and the crowd absolutely love that down there in that southeast corner. Lovely little challenge from Rodrigo, and Rodrigo's absolutely firing up the crowd. He's playing into the crowd down there after he does that to Tete. I mean, everybody's rejoicing at the minute, but don't write this Leicester side off, because we're terrible at the back, aren't we? We are absolutely awful at the back sometimes, and we've seen Leicester already have one disallowed. And in my eyes, it should really be 1-1 at the minute. But you know, we're 1-0 up. VAR to the rescue. And McKennie, nice little stretch there to get into the ball. And Samare's brought down. I think it's Patrick Bamford, but I'm not sure. Matt could be Luke Ayling. I didn't see who that was. No, it's neither. It's Jack Harrison. He brings down Jack Harrison, and Leeds are in possession, and the referee's given a free kick. It's going to be another ball that's going to get tossed into this 18-yard box. It's Jack Harrison and Mark Rocker on it. And quite a bit's been said about Rocker and his new haircut. He'll be there. Will Dave? I bet that YRA 72. I don't know if you see him. Leeds United YRA 72. Rocker. Oh, it's a nice ball in. Lots of bend on it, but it's too easy for the keeper. Iverson picks it up, bowls it out for Leicester City, and Leicester are breaking away now. They're going down the right hand side of the pitch, and Rodrigo's gone back, conceded a foul. It's a little shoulder charge on Tielemans, and Tielemans isn't happy about that. He's come in the back of Tielemans. He's not made any attempt to get the ball, hasn't Rodrigo? He's gone in there with his shoulder and just bundled Tielemans over. Leicester, it's a needless free kick. It's just outside the centre circle. Is this free kick for Leicester? They just want to retain possession. They play a little ball back into their defence, and now the ball's gone over to the right hand side. Leicester in possession. It's cut out. I think Luis Sinisterra's made the interception there, and that's a lovely ball from Rocker over the back. The keeper's out. Oh, and it just beats. And it's a shot by Luke Ayling from 45 yards out. Iverson's all over the place. Luke Ayling's smiling away. It wasn't on target. I will say it wasn't on target. And Weston McKennie's covering the yardage. Is oh, that's a bad ball by Rocker in the middle of the park, under no pressure, and he manages to give it away. And ball's come back through to Meslier, and I think the Leicester lads will be fuming about that VAR decision, and I can't wait. Oh, there's a foul there on Jack Harrison. Unfortunately, they've put a graphic up in front of us, and I can't really see who it was. Yeah, it could have been Christensen. I think it was Christensen who committed the foul there on Jack Harrison, just inside the Leeds half. Luke Ayling's going to take the resulting free kick in front of Dean Smith, and it's pumped long just to the edge of the 18-yard box, and Weston McKennie picks it up. He's challenged and he's giving the ball away. Christensen again, and again there's a little interchange of play there between the Leicester back four, and what a strange back pass that was from Rocker. But luckily Elian Mellier's there to pump it out, and he just pumps it down the pitch, does Elian Meslier. And Leeds are all over the place at the moment. Leeds now 53% chance to win this match. It even looks like there's a Rodrigo lookalike sat behind Dean Smith. I mean, I don't know if it if it's a brother or something like that. Firpo. Oh, sorry. Is it? Who is that that's gone down? Is it Sinisterra who's gone down there? I think it might be Luis Sinisterra who's gone down. He's under a challenge, but the referee's wave play on wasn't happy about it. He was happy about the challenge, not happy about the appeal. And Leicester have broken forward, and they're over on the right hand side. Junior Firpo's there, back there defending. There's a little clip on Maddison right at the edge of the 18-yard box, and it's Junior Firpo, I think, is going in the book here. Meanwhile, Sinisterra's Sinisterra is down. He's getting treatment on high up the pitch, and I don't see that Firpo has made contact with Maddison there. I think Maddison's had the referee. The referee hasn't yet, as far as I could tell, brandished a yellow card. Sinisterra's down getting treatment to his knee. Just looks like his knee at the moment, and the referee's getting a bit of abuse a bit of stick from the crowd. as Luis Sinisterra is getting his knee or shin worked on. I'm not too sure what that is. But he's limping. And this could be a call for Willie Nonto, could this? Because Luis Sinisterra is heavily limping. The suspicion is that it's an impact injury. He might be alright, but the way he's limping off, he's getting assistance from the physios. And Leicester have a free kick on the right at the edge of the 18-yard box. It's going to be a right-footed effort in. I think it's Madison taking it, and he takes it, and it's it's beyond Mellier's far post, and none of the Leicester players were ready for it. Madison takes it quickly, shortly after the referee's whistle, and it's another warning for Leeds that, you know, we're going to have to be alert to the dangers of Leicester City in the final third. That alright, they don't have a good record this season, but nevertheless, other teams have had poor records this season. They've cut Elland Road and got results, so, you know, must be mindful about what's going on. There's a battle in the middle of the park there. Leeds have lost it, and Rodrigo's picked up the ball, and he clips one over the top, and Patrick Bamford just can't get on the end of it. The ball just won't come down quickly enough for Patrick Bamford inside the 18-yard box. If it comes down, he gets a volley on it. It's in the back of the net, I think. And some good play from Leeds here between Luke Ayling and Weston McKennie. They're just getting a little bit cross purposes, and McKennie concedes a throw in. And the Leeds bench are asking for the ball to be kicked out of play. Luis Sinisterra has gone down. It looks like it could that injury again, and Sinisterra is in some distress for Leeds United. He's gone down, and it's So-Yeon Chu who's done him, and he's going to be have to get off the pitch. Crease Somerville is getting an alert to warm up immediately, and the Leeds coach, as Grathia was shouting and blasting at the referee over that, and so were the assistant coaches. If you didn't see that, Sinisterra got clobbered by So-Yeon Chu a couple of minutes ago, and he's down on the pitch. He got a bit of treatment, came back on, but he's in some pain, and I think it's probably either his knee or his ankle or front of his left shin. So-Yeon Chu went straight through him, and Crease Somerville's getting the PowerPoint presentation, and they're literally showing him sheets of paper. But I don't think there's nothing tactically. I don't think that's going to occur. I don't think there's going to be any adjustments to the formation. And Luis Sinisterra, the goal scorer, is coming off the pitch with an injury here, and McKennie and Somerville have a good chat with him as he leaves the pitch, and that's a sad moment for Leeds. And I hope Luis Sinisterra is going to be all right, and it's nothing too serious. But he got cleaned out there. How the referee didn't give a foul for that, I'll never know. But anyway, here we go. Jack Harrison cuts out the ball from Christensen, and Leicester have a throw in. It's just in front of Javi Gracia. Yeah, absolutely cracking ball forward, but there's nobody down there to pick it up. And big shame that Luis Sinisterra is off. He's off the pitch, and we play on. And Leicester try and cross the ball in, but Jack Harrison's over there pick up the pieces, and he just literally clears the lines, Jack Harrison, not to anybody in particular, because Leeds are still adjusted to Somerville coming on the pitch and finding the right place where Somerville should be going. There's still a little bit of communication going on there, I think, by the sound of it. Grathia might be giving them some instruction on this touchline. I think it's McKennie who's picked up the ball there. Harrison, he's going down the right hand side at the minute. Jack Harrison is up against Christensen, and he's flattened. Is Jack Harrison? He's double teamed. Yeah, Christensen needs to be a bit careful. It's an area where I think Leeds have worked on, that they're going to try and have a go at Christensen down this right hand side for Leeds. Combination of Luke Haley, Jack Harrison, and anybody else who wishes to join in. But Leicester have doubled up there on Jack Harrison. He wasn't able to do very much. He just tried to hold the ball, but he got dispossessed, and Leicester came away with it. They've now got a throw in. It's down on the far east side. Just by the corner flag, and is Iniacho with his back to goal, tries to, I don't know what he tries to do an overhead kick into the 18-yard box, but it goes astray and goes way down that east stand line. And camera's just focused there on John Terry. All right, John. Are you there for the love, mate, or the money? And there's Tielemans has done something there. He's pulled up the play by the referee. Excuse me. Leeds have won a throw-in from it, whatever it was. And Tielemans is over having a chat with the referee about whatever happened there. I missed it, unfortunately. Iniacho, the edge of the... Oh, it's about 25 yards out, but luckily Leeds managed to clear it. Christensen down the line again to Iniacho. There's a foul by Iniacho on... I think, is it Weston McKennie? It could be a hand in the face, could this? Or an elbow. Weston McKennie might have just taken a smack in the nose there. As he's tried to go in for it, he's gone down. It's a bit weak by McKennie. You know, he's playing the system, but Iniacho managed to hold him off. And I think a bit of good play there by McKennie. He's won as a free kick. And it gives Leeds chance to get that ball out of our final third with Ilian Meslier taking it. Everybody's got up. There's literally nobody back for Leeds at the minute. There's just one player on the halfway line. It's Liam Cooper. Pumps the ball over to Christensen for Leicester, and Christensen just thumps it in the air. Not a good clearance from Christensen, that. But Leeds are going to win the throw-in. And it's Luke Ayling. Some good camera angles today, I've got to say, better than normal from the Premier League and what have you. That's good news. Luke Ayling picks up the ball, pumps one in with the outside of his foot, but Patrick Bamford just can't get to it. Patrick Bamford's covered by Fayers. Fires is yeah, that's it. So keeper's taken the goal kick. It's pumped it up to the halfway line, and unfortunately the player trying to collect it, I think it's Harvey Barnes, and he just can't get on the end of it. It's gone out for a Leeds throw in, and Ayling takes it. He chews up a few yards, and there's a first time ball in by Rodrigo, but there's nobody there. Patrick Bamford's nowhere near it. Oh, and there's a back pass. Oh God! And Iverson's managed to clear his line there. He was being closed down, and Weston McKennie's gone down against James Maddison. He needs to be getting back a bit quicker here. And there's a call for offside from Leeds United, and Leicester are attacking. What the hell was that from Ilya Meslier? I don't know. I don't know what he was doing, but Leeds are scrambling at the back, and Leicester are attacking. The call for another call for offside, but it's being ignored by the referee's assistant, the linesman. Let's just call him a linesman, shall we? That's it. Ball's tossed in by Leicester again, and Ilya Meslier manages to make the save and stop the corner. So a good little bit of play there from Ilyan Meslier. Again, more questions about Leeds. Are they going to play the offside? Are they going to try and defend? You know, they need to communicate more and make sure that the referee knows that they're playing offside. Because this official on the far side isn't getting that flag up quickly enough for me. And Rodrigo's committed another foul. Rodrigo needs to be a bit careful here. Leicester have had the best of the last 10 minutes in terms of attacking threat. Christensen's now taking the resulting free kick from that Rodrigo challenge. He clips it straight down the line. As Luke Ayling clips it back, but it's gone out for a throw-in almost where he took the free kick. Christensen, there's nobody moving for him. He's getting a bit frustrated, and he cuts inside. He's got the ball back, and that's a lovely interception from McKennie, but Patrick Bamford just can't get to it. There's a foul there on I think it's Weston McKennie with James Maddison, and it's on the halfway line, and Leicester are trying to get back into this game. They're trying to now attack Junior Firpo's area of the pitch. Over on that left hand side, it's over on the east stand. Leeds are kicking away from the Kop at the minute. That's a good challenge from Luke Ayling. And it's Harvey Barnes who's gone down. I don't know what's gone on there. I didn't think that was a bad... sorry, Harvey Barnes has gone down. I didn't think that was a bad challenge. Oh, actually. Luke Ayling with the follow through, and it's an ankle breaker. And it takes Harvey Barnes down. And it's a yellow card for Luke Ayling. He wins the ball, but then he follows through on Harvey Barnes. He's right in the way of the challenge. Is Harvey Barnes? He's on the deck, and let's say he felt that one. Of course, the Leeds fans will love that kind of thing. They'll love a bit of to see some strong challenges, shall we say. Patrick Bamford and Maddison are having a chat, and Maddison's having a word with the referee. Eddie Gray's there with his wife. Angus Kinnear's in front of him. Maddison's trying to. I think he's trying to. They're trying to get. The only suggestion is here that they're trying to get Luke Ayling sent off, and I can only imagine that because the studs are showing. But Luke Ayling's got his foot firmly on the floor, on the deck, and the referee is now having a chat with his fourth official. There's something happening here, and I hope this isn't going to get converted into a red. Is it? Crowd's fallen silent. And it sounds like it's the referee's battery pack that could be. There could be a problem with it. There could be a problem with the communication device that they've got, or you know, back in the day we called it a radio, you know. Leicester take the free kick. It's on the far side against Junior Firpo. They're Harvey Barnes is over on that right hand side now. So maybe there's a little switch there from Leicester in this last 5 minutes. 43 minutes, 12 on the clock. And Leeds are defending quite well over on that far side at the minute. They need to be on the players, but Firpo, oh God. And that's Liam Cooper conceding a weak cross in, and Liam Cooper's just pumped it. I mean, I think he's miscontrolled it, in all fairness, Liam Cooper, but he's given a needless corner away, and it's a critical time of the game. Is this 44 minutes coming up on the clock? And as we know, Leeds are terrible at defending set pieces. They've already conceded 1 goal and had it disallowed. Got it disallowed with VAR. And there's a clearance. It's pumped high up into the air, into the air, but it's not gone out of the 18-yard box. And Leeds are still fighting to clear the lines at the minute. And Patrick Bamford's clean through from a long ball, but the keeper's Iverson's come out. Luke Ayling, I don't know if he's going to try a long shot here. If he does, there's plenty of space for him to aim at. Iverson's position's terrible. And Luke Ayling was having a look there. Can he beat Iverson from 40-odd yards? Leeds attacking down the left-hand side. It's Chris Somerville picking up the ball. Nice little interchange of passing there. Rodrigo, is it? Rodrigo, yeah. Castagne has just intercepted Rodrigo there. He's conceded a throw-in. 4 minutes of added time added. And good bit of Leicester played a little bit of intricate interchanging football at the edge of their 18-yard box. Now they're looking to come out, and it's Christensen. It's just over the halfway line. He's breaking forward. Leicester are trying to break forward in numbers here. There's 5 of them stood on the edge of the 18-yard box, but it's turned back, but they've retained possession. It's gone back all the way to the halfway line. Oh, and there's a foul there, and that's a silly foul. It's Rodrigo, and he needs to be careful. Does Rodrigo? He's on a yellow card. I thought he'd already got a yellow card, Rodrigo. It's a bad one from Rodrigo. I mean, he's made some silly challenges in this first half. He needs to be really careful now. And if that's the standard of his challenges, he needs to be having a word with himself, I'll say. Having a word with himself. It's Fayez who won the free kick. It's just on the far side, the east stand side. So looks like Maddison's going to take it again, I think, for Leicester. And it's a strong header by Patrick Bamford, and he manages to clear it out, but it's not gone that far. And there's a shove on Chris Somerville by James Maddison. Somerville can't control the ball. It's gone out, but the Leeds have somehow won a goal kick out of that. And James Maddison's getting a bit of stick from the crowd. Kick taken by Melier. It's down towards Luke Ayling on this left hand side, on this right hand side here. But there's a foul I think it's by Christensen, and who's it on? It's not Luke Ayling. It's Samare that's committed the foul there for Leicester. And it's Matt Rocker to take the free kick. 48 minutes, so one more minute of added time remaining. And Robin Cox gone forward for this one. Leeds having a little foray up just before half time. I hope it would be a perfect time to nick a goal with this. And it's Matt Rocker. The players are just on the edge of the 18-yard box. It's not a bad free kick, but just not enough length on it. And the ball's now picked up by Leeds, and it's sprayed wide back towards Luke Ayling, and I think not long left until half-time, till the half-time whistle. It's been a it's been a good half, but a terrible opening 20 minutes from Leeds, as they try and keep the ball down this west stand side, and trying to keep Leicester penned into this corner. And Garcia's telling everybody just to keep calm, don't get too excited, don't do out stupid before half time. And that's the half time whistle. 49 minutes 10 seconds. Good half from Leeds. It's good to go in 1-0 up, but this game isn't over. Fayez and Tielemans are talking to the referee about a number of things. I imagine they're talking about the goal that's ruled out, as the cloud thickens up under the Elland Road, over Elland Road, and under the lights there. It's Sinistera, of course, is off, and he's been replaced by Somerville. Just to have a little look at some stats, and we have Leicester dominating the stats. They've got 56% possession, 44% to Leeds. 3 shots apiece, 1 shot on target from Leeds, it's in the back of the net, 0 from Leicester. Corners, Leeds 0, Leicester 2, 7 fouls each. And as we know, it's been Leeds have had one, or Leicester have had one ruled out. They're going to be upset about that at half time when they see that on the replay. A lot of chit chat with the referee as they were finishing the half. And there we have it. So let's see. We could be on for a Leeds win, folks, but I won't speak too soon. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, touching wood, and hoping that we come out the second half and we look a little bit stronger in the back. I hope we're looking like we're going to be a little bit more authoritative, a little bit more decisive, and a little bit better going forward. We're just lucky that quality going forward at the minute. Loose balls and stuff like that are a problem for us. It's been a problem all season long, as we know. And there we have it. So I'm going to take a little break. I hope you take a little break as well. And I'll see you for the second half. Bandifanowski says, like he said, the players are trying. He doesn't know why people say they're not. I think the thing is, Bandy, it's more noticeable today that they're trying. And, you know, players are actually trying to close down. They're trying to. It's evident that they're better at chasing back. I think the fans will be happier that they've seen a bit more from Grathia on the touchline. And I think that we're going to be, we should go on now and win this match. The challenge is to go on and win this match. Just keep doing what we're doing. We don't have to sit deep. We don't have to be too defensive. We need to go after them and make sure that we get another goal or as many goals as we possibly can in the second half. Bandy, I think. I don't know what you think, but we shouldn't be altering the tactics. We shouldn't be doing, or if we are going to alter the tactics, make sure that it's with more attacking in mind. More attacking in mind, and yes, okay, defence is important. And Leicester have given us a couple of warnings in that first half that they're not here for. They're not here just for the appearance money. They're here to try and get a result for the team, for themselves, try and get a point out of us at Elland Road. And I'm just switching some windows around in case you're wondering what I'm doing there, Bandy. But yeah, it's been a good half from Leeds, but we've been warned. We've been warned on a couple of occasions that this Leicester side aren't any pushovers. They're here to try and get something from us. They need something as well. They're a side that's in desperate trouble. I'm going to put a graphic up on the screen. I've just managed to catch that one very quickly, so I'll try and get that one put up right away for you guys. Just give me a second while I do that. Here's some stats and stuff from the game so far, something a little bit more in depth. And possession leads, we've not dominated the possession. We've 44%, 56% Leicester. And I'm just going to take your chat down there, Bandy, so I can see that. And also I need to take that tea break shortly. And yeah, 3 shots Leeds, 3 shots Leicester. We've had one on our only shot on goal is the goal. And 166 passes at 213 Leicester. Completed only 119, 156 Leicester, so they've dominated us there. Corners 2 to Leicester, 0 to us. Fouls 7 apiece. Yellow cards, Leeds on 2. Leicester on 0. So it's all to play for this second half. It's not over, is it, this match? The teams are just returning. Dean Smith's just about to take his spot back in the dugout. Leeds, I don't think they're back out on the pitch as yet. I don't need to see myself in full screen. Just adjusting the setup. And we're back for the second half. Leeds are actually out on the pitch, but we couldn't see that, but now we can see that they're back out on the pitch. Stand by. I think you've got a bit of music coming out there, haven't you? Thanks for coming by as well, Bandy, and everybody else. Anybody else who wants to pop by into my stream? It looks like Leeds are going to attack down the left-hand side here with a long ball. It looks like Patrick Bamford is in the centre circle, and there's 3 players gone down the left-hand side for Leeds. Yep. And the ball's pumped forward, but Fayers has cleared it with a header. And 45 minutes it's just been added to the clock there, so we've just started back again. There's a ball down onto that right hand side, and I think it's difficult to see who it is actually. so far away. There's not much zoom on the camera angle here. Christensen's, that's better. Christensen's got the ball. He's taking the throw in. It's won by I think Luke Ayling, and pumped back to Cooper, but Cooper pumps one forward towards the 18-yard box of Leicester, and Leeds win another throw in. It's away over on the east stand side of the ground, and just about 20 yards from the corner flag. That's a bad ball from Liam Cooper over the top. He's trying to play a clipped a long ball over the top, but it's gone nowhere near any of our players, and it's gone out for a Leicester goal kick. And this is what we've been about, turning over the possession, and you know, Leeds, if they're going to dominate this game, have to be more concise with the passing. And yet again, Jack Harrison's given the ball away there. He's trying to backheel it, but there's nobody. He's not even backheeling it to anybody. You know, stuff like that is really, really annoying. It's frustrating to see. I mean, he's under no pressure or little pressure there, Jack Harrison, and he has a bit of time to spend on the ball, and he's turned over possession, and Leicester are now breaking forward. Inacho, Tielemans, Madison, Robin Koch, and Leeds clear the ball, clear the lines. And Madison's there, is over there trying to pick up McKennie. He's on McKennie's toes at the minute, pretty much. A few remarks made about Madison by Michael Bridges. I think it's Michael Bridges. It sounds like it's him in the co-commentator's position, and it's about Madison and how he's not having the season that he normally would expect. Decent player, Madison, but he's not done anything in the last 8 games. I think I talked about it in the preview that he's only managed 1 assist in the last 8 games for Leicester, and that's literally it. Leeds now chasing down the ball. It's back to Iverson, but he pumps the ball high up into the air. It's almost like a scoop up. Somerville, into Bamford. Bamford manages to retain the possession, but he's just cut out again by the Leicester defence. Literally surround Patrick Bamford. And there's a foul there, but the ref's played on, and it should have been Patrick Bamford. He's clean through on goal, and he takes a tired-looking effort, and I think it's Junior Firpo. Patrick Bamford, he just did a spin there, but he should have just let it run through him. It runs through him, and it's a challenge by Junior Firpo, who's got into the back of Inacho. Inacho not happy about the challenge because Firpo takes him out. Somerville from the throw-in, and Firpo. Oh no! He should have pulled the. He's about to pull the trigger, and he just checked his. He was just checked, and he took another extra touch. And Rodrigo really should have finished there for us. Should have got a goal. Oh, that's so frustrating. Somerville down the right-hand side, crosses one in. Oh no, it's not Somerville. Might be McKennie actually. I think it's McKennie. Yeah. And Rodrigo has a shot on target, but it's off target, I'm afraid. Somerville, and Firpo just plays a lovely little ball into Rodrigo, and Rodrigo just couldn't. He should have just, he should have just smashed it, but it wouldn't come down quickly enough, so he takes an extra touch. And Yan Chu and Fayez clears the ball. It's unfortunate for Leeds, I think. That's the best way to describe it. Unfortunate. We should have had a second goal there. That's unfortunate. Come on, Leeds. Leeds just sitting off Leicester at the minute. Leicester being allowed to come at us, and Somerville's doing the defending now down this left-hand side. He's dropped deep and he's gone in alongside Firpo until Leeds managed to try and pick up the ball again. Iniacho picks it up just in the middle of the park. He's not under any pressure, but there's a bit of pressure there from Leeds, and Rodrigo's in there again, and it's Samare who's clipped Rodrigo, and Samare's picked up a yellow card there, so that's a good bit of news. It's a challenge on first Rocker and then on Rodrigo. On Rodrigo, he's done him, so yeah. Free kick's taken from the halfway line. It's swung out to the right hand side, and it's bad control from Luke Ayling. Under no pressure or little pressure. He just takes a touch and it goes all the way past the byline, and it's gone out for a goal kick. And Leicester are messing around here. They're taking this goal kick, and there's a bit of talk there, but they finally pump it up, and that's a challenge from Rocker. And the Leeds fans will be quite happy about that, but there's a yellow card now for Rocker, and he's coming on Madison's left hand side and straight down the side of his ankle with the studs. Caught his ankle, and it's not a good one from Matt Rocker, isn't that? Yeah, I mean we're picking up these yellow cards a bit willy-nilly here, and if we're not careful, you know, we're going to end up with finishing with 10 men, and there's really no need for us to do that. We need to be careful, professional. If you don't think you can win the ball, don't just stand them up, try and hold them, slow them down. There's no need to go sliding in that area of the pitch for Matt Rocker. Patrick Bamford's been bundled to the floor by Sonyan Chu, or whatever, however you pronounce his name. Leicester might be preparing a couple of subs here. A couple of subs are getting warmed up. 53 minutes 40 on the clock. Free kick's taken. It's down the line to Luke Ayling. And the return ball from Weston McKennie wasn't very good to Luke Ayling there. You know, this is what the fans are getting angry about, turning over the possession, losing the ball needlessly, as Patrick Bamford is giving the Leicester back four a torrid time. He's chasing down the ball and not giving them any time on the ball, and that's good to see from Patrick Bamford. Madison plays a ball through, but oh my god, the panic was terrible there, and there's a sliding clearance from Cooper, and he should have just let it roll through to Meslier, and he doesn't. Leicester pick up the possession, and he's on the right hand side here as they try and cross it back across the halfway line, and Leicester are playing backwards. Samare, and it's Harvey Barnes against Luke Ayling, and Jack Harrison's there to help Luke Ayling, and Jack Harrison's got no options to play it. He tries to clear it, but it's taken a deflection, not gone very far, and Leeds are hemmed in here against Leicester, and Leicester are pushing forward, and Leeds need to make sure that there's somebody on that halfway line. If there's a chance of a break, pump that ball up the pitch. Tielemans, Madison tries to clip one into Iniacho, but there's Iniacho's offside, and it's intercepted anyway. Firpo is out on the left, and Somerville's helping Firpo out. So that's good to see that the wing backs are really dropping deep, help these centre back and right back out. That's good to see that we're doubling up our efforts and trying to stem that possession on when Leicester try and attack us down these sides, or these flanks, weak areas for Leeds, and that's the area that's been identified has been a problem for us. Left back, right back, Ayling and Firpo, and of course we've got no Max Wober in tonight, and that's a great shame for us. I hope we get him back, but Leeds are just dropping off. They're sitting deep, but at the minute Patrick Bamford's chasing the ball around. There's nobody on the halfway line. If we get a chance at a clearance, there's going to be nobody there to hold the ball up. There's going to be nobody to try and run at this Leicester defence. They've only got 2 players back on the halfway line, Leicester, at the minute. Fares. He's running forward now. He's been told to get forward by Dean Smith. He's standing into the box, and it's got out. Leeds are appealing for a corner ball, but the ball's played back, and there's a shot, and it's high and wide, thankfully. Yeah, Faz plays. Everybody's appealing for a corner, and Leeds stop defending. And Harvey Barnes is I mean, the man who you don't want the ball to fall to is Harvey Barnes at Elland Road, because this guy has got a heck of a record against us. And Leeds are conceded possession again. Patrick Bamford can't bring the ball under his control. Leicester are passing it around really well, but they're not finding the clinical pass, and Leeds need to be a little bit careful because they were not great at defending. And Firpo is challenging Estania. Oh, and Somerville's conceded a corner ball against Castagna. Leicester have a corner ball. Hello, if you're joining. I keep seeing that view count going up and down. I don't know if it's accurate or not. Quite often it's not. Corner's taken and it's cleared out. I think it's Liam Cooper who gets his head on it. And Tielemans has played a bad pass there, and Leeds have got, I think it's a throw in there, is it? Somerville throwing into Patrick Bamford, but Bamford's fouled, but the ball's gone out of play, and the referee's played on. I mean, you know, they might as well just try and rip the shirt off Patrick Bamford's back, and that's a really bad bit of defending. It's a bad clearance, but luckily Iniacho was offside anyway. He lets it run past him. Does Iniacho? He knows he's offside, and Leeds are trying to step up very quickly when they're not in possession, trying to catch these Leicester players offside. Good thing for us to do, I think. There's a bit of chat. It's Bandy again. He's back. Don't like it. We're not offering enough, he says. Bandy, I agree. And we're in trouble here, Tielemans. And that's a foul by Liam Cooper. He turns away, sticks his leg out behind him, and is it Iniacho who brings down? Yeah. Yeah, it's a foul all day long. I mean, he should have done better there, Cooper, but he's on his own and he's exposed and he's got to do something. And sticks his ball out, sticks his leg out, and stops Iniacho. Iniacho runs into it, makes it obvious that that Cooper's fouled him, and unfortunately Leicester City have a free kick, and Maddison's the man stood over it, and it's just at the edge of the 18-yard box. As we're looking, it's just right of centre. Mellier's kicking the post, and it's shaking the camera about a bit. And Somerville's gone for a lie down. And Kelechi Iheanacho's over this one. I think Madison's over it as well. Some oh God, hearing me. I mean, this is ridiculous, isn't it? Madison straight into the wall, and Leeds concede a corner. And they're under a lot of pressure here, Leeds. They need to come out and try and nick another goal, or at least try and get the foot on the ball, start passing with a little bit more accuracy. Harvey Barnes, and it's smothered out by Junior Firpo. And there's a handball shout going in against Junior Firpo. And referee said, no, get on with it. That can't possibly have been a handball. I mean, it's literally just fired straight at Junior Firpo. He gets his hands in the way. You know, there's no way he can get it out of the way. But the broadcasters are not showing it just at the minute. So nothing too serious. None of the Leicester players appealed for it. Patrick Bamford's on his own. He's picked up the ball and he's fouled by Sonyan Chu, and he should get a yellow card for that. He's not get a yellow card for that. I don't believe it. You know, he's gone straight into the back of Patrick Bamford's Achilles, and has he got a yellow card for that? Quick replay of the handball. No, I mean Bamford's nah. No, good bit of clearing from Patrick Bamford. Good bit of defending from him as well. I want to say a good bit of attacking from Patrick Bamford, but at the minute we're not doing anything going forward. But we've got a free kick just beyond the halfway line. There's a slip by Rocker, and no, it's just headed by Luke Ayling, but it's too close to the goalkeeper, who comes out and collects it. And Leicester are messing around with it at the back of their defence at the minute. And Leeds have still got 4 men up front. Rodrigo, Somerville, Bamford, and I think that's Mark Rocker over on the right hand side. But now Leeds are taking the shape again. Good bit of movement from Leicester. They're moving the ball around well. They've got a lot of possession, and we need, one shot on target is not good enough. But I mean, thankfully, it's one better than Leicester, who've had no shots recorded on target, apart from the goal that was disallowed by VAR. That first half, they've literally done nothing. They've had a lot of possession. They're stroking the ball around well, but they're not able to open Leeds up at the minute. Chate, Madison, Tielemans, and Tielemans has won a free kick off Junior Firpo, who's got his hands behind his back, making sure he's not going to concede a free kick. You might be wondering why I'm looking across here, because I've got just keeping an eye on the chat, and the stream's on the left, the game is on the right, camera's in the middle. And there's a corner, and Meslier has punched it out, and I mean, Ilya Meslier should have come out and caught that, but there's an offside given in the favour of Leeds. I mean, Ilya Meslier should have caught that. Meslier, of course, under the spotlight after his performance against Fulham, Crystal Palace, Liverpool. And there's a question about does he need a week or two off to get over those games? Should we be playing Robbles? I personally think so, but there's now talk that we're going to start making some substitutions on the 65th minute, and let's hope we see Willie Nonto. Let's hope we see Wilfred coming on the pitch for us. I've got hiccups. Probably the early morning coffee that's getting me on. Just in case you're wondering, I've had a little bit of a sleep, about 4 hours before this game started, so not feeling too bad. And there's a lovely little ball into Patrick Bamford, but Patrick Bamford to the byline can't get it crossed in, and it's Fayers who concedes a corner. And the lads are being cheered on down there by that northeast stand. Cooper and Cock, Bamford are having a little committee meeting. I just hope Robin Cock or Patrick Bamford can get one of their heads on this and hopefully get a goal. It looks like it's a set piece they've worked on the training ground again. Oh, and it can't get beyond the front post. I think it's Mark Rocker who takes it, just not enough height on it. Firpo. I think that's our first corner of the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leeds coming back into this. Somerville cuts inside, is brought down. Somerville on the edge of the 18-yard box. There's a yellow card for Tielemans, and it's about time Leicester got a yellow card, because honestly some of the play that they've done and it has been, they've got away with a few challenges, and no cards being brandished by the ref for the Leicester players. But the Leeds are, I think are we on 3 yellows now? It's a really, really good area is this for Leeds. Leeds' possession is falling during this match. We're on 38% at the minute versus 62% for Leicester. Just in other news as well, I'll talk about that after this free kick. And it's Jack Harrison with an outswinger left foot, and it's clipped in nicely to the 6-yard box. And the shot by Weston McKennie, it's gone high and wide. Into the back of the cop, I think. It's Wolves 2, Crystal Palace 0, and that's finished full time. What time did that? That must have been a bit earlier than this. Villa are beating Fulham 1-0, and Rodrigo's coming off now. Leeds, of course, we know 1-0. So Rodrigo's done really well for us today. I think he's really tried firing up the crowd. He's put a lot of effort in, but I can't say I agree with the man coming on. It's out Brendan Aronson for Leeds. He's replacing Rodrigo, and I don't, what does Wilfred Gnonto have to do to get on the pitch? Bizarre, utterly bizarre. And speaking of Willie Gnonto, the crowd are singing his name with our Willie Gnonto song. And I just hope Willie Gnonto comes and gets some good minutes. At least, we've got a couple of players who are struggling there, a couple of players out there with yellow cards. And Willie Gnonto, I think we get him on against this Leicester side. I think he can really show us his stuff. And Leeds of Brendan Harrison's through. He's just at the edge. He's just at the byline, Brendan Harrison, but he's not passing the ball. He's trying to take them all on. And he's conceded a free kick. And he's not happy with the referee's assistant, the linesman. And he slips again, Brendan Harrison. Leicester are making 2 changes. And it looks like here he comes. Jamie Vardy is coming from the old people's home. Nah, I'm only joking. Great play, Jamie Vardy. And there's another, it's Tete coming, and Barnes are off, and it's Daka who's come on for Leicester City. So it's a last throw of the dice for Dean Smith here. He's going to try and get a goal, attacking substitutions, I think, and maybe there's going to be a little change in their formation. Maddison's gone to the right wing by the look of it, and Vardy's gone up front, playing his usual number 9 role, and Liam Cooper and Robin Cock are going to have to be on the guard, because we know what Jamie Vardy's game's all about. pace, playing off the shoulder, trying to get the through ball. Not only the central defenders, but the rest of the team need to be cautious about having Vardy on the pitch. He is their danger man. He has been over the last few years, and it's. I don't like it. I don't think we're offering enough. Yeah, you're right. We're falling behind with possession. The possession numbers are slipping minute by minute. Leeds aren't getting their foot on the ball at all, and Aronson's just. I think the play's being brought back there. Second half at the minute, 31% possession, 69% Leicester. But Leeds seem happy to just drift off, and we're not offering anything going forward at the minute. Not even looking like we're going to catch them on a break, because everybody's sitting so deep. You know, get out and attack them. Get out and attack them a little bit. You know, stand on them a little bit more. Challenge and compete for this ball. They're having it too good, Leicester. I mean, a 1-0 lead is not enough. If you're 6-0 up or 3, whatever, fine, I don't mind. But we shouldn't be doing this at 1-0 up. I mean, Grathia must be super confident that they aren't going to score a goal. Because I definitely wouldn't be feeling like that during this game. Samani, Daka, Iniacho, 25 yards out, and it's a good save by Melier. In fact, it's a double save, and it's a good job because there is an offside flag, and it's Daka who's offside, and it's a double save from Ilian Melier. He got down and got back up very quickly and back down again, and there's not one, not two, but possibly 3 Leicester players offside. Yeah, the second ball comes straight at Melier's chin pretty much, and he saves it, and Leeds breathe again, and it's another wake-up call. Are we going to get back into this game, or are we just going to let Leicester dominate the play and try and open us up? Samane is fouled. Is it Brendan Aronson who's committed that? No. Tierney gives a Leicester free kick just inside the Leicester half. Vardy wins a flick on, but Melier's come out and he's gathered the ball, he's dived on it. Leeds need to be on the guard here. We're not 1-0 is not enough, 1-1 is not enough. We need the 3 points, and we're going to have to start playing for the 3 points. We need to get another goal. We need another goal very quickly, and the crowd are putting pressure on Grathia. They're chanting Nonto's name. Iniacho. Madison plays it inside to Iniacho. He's clean through, and Melier's come out and snuffed out the danger. And the ball's cleared by Cree Somerville, and Leeds living dangerously here. And there's Jamie Vardy's gone down rather easily against Brendan Aronson at the edge of the 18-yard box. There's no doubt in my mind Vardy's got in there to try and win a penalty. But thankfully it's committed just outside the 18-yard box. He's clipped him on the boot, and stupid challenge by Aronson. Honestly, I kid you not. Another dangerous moment for Leeds. There's nobody on the back stick, the front stick. It's just Melier, line of players. Patrick Bamford's back in there defending, and honestly, we are looking really, really weak at the minute. James Maddison, it's a dangerous kick in with the right foot, and I think it's Fayez who's tried to. It's either a low header or an overhead kick. I don't know what he's tried doing there. But it comes firing in at him really quickly. Yeah, he's tried an overhead kick, but he's on the back of Liam Cooper's right behind him, and it's Liam Cooper is got his hands on his shoulders a little bit, but just releases him before he makes contact with the ball. And that's good news for Leeds, but we need some more good news. We want Willie Nonto coming on. Is he coming on? There's a long ball up, but it's cleared straight back up the park, and Patrick Bamford's busy trying to find a bit of space for Leeds, but the Leicester players are consulting with one another, and there's a bit of confusion over, is this a Leeds throw-in or is it a Leicester throw-in? And the crowd on that east side are not happy about what they've just seen. Brendan Aronson wins a throw-in. Wins a header. And Patrick Bamford's chasing back to the keeper, and the keeper for Leicester pumps it up the pitch. Iverson, it's a good clearance from him. And that's another foul, and it's Tielemans. Who's gone down there? Weston McKennie's he's getting it in the ear from the referee about something there. And it's Rocker who got clipped by Tielemans. Yeah, I mean, the referee's had overall, I think so far it's not been too much of a bad game for him, but I think Leicester have the yellow cards are heavily weighted in Leeds' favour, unfortunately. And I think Gracia's going to have to make some changes, because at the moment I'm not convinced that we're doing enough. It's not three. It is three. We've got 3 players on the pitch at the minute with a yellow card. I'll tell you those in a minute. Ayling, Cooper and Rocker. Rodrigo had a yellow card, but he's obviously been substituted off for Brendan Aronson. And still 13 minutes to go, but Leeds are slowly trying to come back into this match and trying to put a little bit of pressure on Leicester, which is precisely the right time. Is this that we need to try and put a bit of pressure on them, bugger all this sitting deep stuff, as the Leeds crowd are demanding Willie Nonto get some minutes on the pitch. I honestly, why is he not putting Willie Nonto on? Leeds have a throw-in. Yeah, it is Michael Bridges we've got commentating. I thought it was. I met Michael Bridges actually. If you have a look back at my YouTube shorts, I made a couple of YouTube shorts when I was at corporate night, and Iniacho's got broken free here, and there's nobody back, and it's Maddison, and it's Jamie Vardy. I said it was coming. And what do you know? What do you know? Jamie Vardy. And it's been poor from Leeds this second half. 80 minutes, and now that Leicester have got themselves a point, and this is not good enough. It is not good enough. And literally everybody's pushed up, shoved up, but there's a little ball into Iniacho. And we can see Jamie Vardy running around the back of Junior Firpo. He cuts across the back of him to collect the ball. Sorry, it's not Jamie Vardy. Liam Cooper. And it's Maddison who's played the critical pass into Jamie Vardy for the assist. And I think Iniacho's pulled up. He's done his groin. And I mean, oh dear me. I mean, Jamie, you can see it coming. You could literally see it coming, couldn't you? Honestly. Jamie Vardy isn't going to miss them, mate. I'll tell you. Iniacho's coming off. I thought it looked like he'd done his groin, and I don't think he's going to be seeing out the rest of this match. In fact, he isn't. Prayet's coming on for him, and Iniacho. He's had a good game, but Prayet is coming on to replace him, and Jamie Vardy, the man, is Jamie Vardy's having a party, and Leeds are having a fucking nightmare. There's no other way to say it. We've just not done anything this second half. With Tielemans, Vardy and Cooper again challenging for the ball. Aronson, McKennie, nice little ball out to the right hand side. That by McKennie, Ayling, but he's he's won a throw in there, Luke Ayling. I thought a bit of miscontrol. I thought he'd conceded it, but no. The linesman says we've won the free kick, won the throw in, should I say? And there's an infringement, or it's an offside. It's an offside, and Leeds have conceded an offside. We're still a point ahead of Leicester, but we need 2 points really, 2 more to get us clear of Leicester. At least it gives us a little bit of breathing room, and we can afford a loss then in these later games, because we know who we're playing in the next few weeks. I don't see us getting a result against Bournemouth, especially after what I saw against Tottenham. Bournemouth are a very, very good side, a lot of quality in that side, and oh no, and Leicester are through again, and it's fucking Jamie Vardy from 6 yards out, but the flag has gone up, and the linesman has come to Leeds' rescue again here, and he's drifted off, and then he comes back. He's offside, mate. He's offside. Yeah. He's offside on 2 occasions. He's offside on 2 occasions, Jamie Vardy. He's not having a party, and his goal was disallowed. I mean, how we're letting this lot come here and dominate like we are doing, you know. Gracia has to shake it up, because it's desperate now. If Vardy gets on the end of something here with our defence, we're going to lose this match. We're going to lose another point. We're going to lose all 3 points. It's here for the taking, is this game. I said it before, and I think we're going to end up. We're ending up here. We are in a mess. Aronson instead of Nonto. Javi is messing with our future. Yeah, he is. I completely agree. I don't think Aronson's the right player. I don't rate him. I think he's finding it hard in the Premier League. He's struggling to make an impact. He's not scored any goals for us, and Willie Nonto has scored goals for us. The last time he appeared, he's had an assist. And Leeds just look all over the place, and it looks like to me panic is setting in into this side now, and we're going to have to be really, really diligent. It's the time of the game where you can have a bit of one lapse in concentration, and it's over. I'll tell you, it is over. And the Leeds fans at Elland Road have gone silent. It's all Leicester. And I think, to be honest with you, we're going to need to do something. We need to do something. We need the 3 points, Javi. Somerville on the left-hand side. It's about at the halfway line. Ball played back and pumped up the line, but the keeper's come out to pick it up. It's way too long. And still no action from the Leeds bench. Don't see any sign of substitutes happening there. Gracia's just looking on. And I mean, they put the star man on the pitch, and I mean, I've done all right there, haven't I, with my thumbnail? I've put Jamie Vardy on the thumbnail. And I've put Wilfred Gnonto on today's thumbnail, so stick Wilfred Gnonto on, he'll get us a goal. Come on, Grathia, what are you doing? Leeds have won a free kick just inside our own half. 86 minutes, I mean, what is he doing? What is he doing? What's he expect him to do if he brings him on? Oh yeah, just go on there and get us a goal. It can take you 10 minutes to catch up with the rate of play. This is bad from Leeds, and Leicester are going to try and get Vardy in at any opportunity. Just like the Leicester of old, you know, that championship winning side, the side that won the Premier League, still has some of those Premier League champions in this side, and it's Leeds now breaking down the right hand side, but it's not a good pass, and Brendan Aronson can't win it, or he does win it. It makes a challenge, but Leicester recover the ball and pump it down the pitch. It's just to the halfway line. It's a throw in, and I don't know what planet Grathia is on at the minute. What is he doing? Why are we not putting on Wilfred Gnonto on this game? Fuming. I am absolutely fuming. I don't know. If we get anything less than 3 points out of this game, there's a crunching challenge there on Somerville, but Somerville's up all right. It looked like a bad one, but it's not. Gonna have a little look at some of the stuff the fans are posting, because I imagine there's quite a lot of anger about this. It's not been a good performance. Harrison. Nice ball in to Harrison, but there's nobody there to pick it up. There's no sign of Patrick Bamford. And there's a foul by Luke Ayling. Or is it a foul? No, they haven't. They've gone for a corner. We've got a corner ball. I thought Luke Ayling had fouled there at someone at the edge of the 80-yard box, but he hasn't. Warren Van Sheet says, I'm broken seeing that goal go in. It defies belief how bad we've been this second half. How we've allowed it. Oh, it's in. Is it in? It's a great save by Everson, and the referee's looking at his watch. He was gonna put his whistle in his mouth. He had his Ayling. And Brendan Aronson, Everson's had a great couple of great saves there. And it's Rocker and it's nowhere near going over. Christensen saved it, but there's nobody in there reacting quickly enough for Leeds. The ball bounces a couple of times. Frustrating is this. Let's hope there's something from the training ground, and it's in the back post! And it's a clear opportunity for Patrick Bamford, and he's missed it. How the fucking hell has he missed that? How has he missed it? I mean, he's come in, he's literally in the clear. All he has to do is stick it in the back of the net, and he's fluffed his lines, and it's gone wide. I mean, Grathia is even holding his head. I mean, honestly, I'll try to defend Grathia, but at the minute, you know, it's there clear for everybody to see that we've got a far superior player on the bench who's just not being utilised, not being used. And I think anybody else on the end of that, and it's in the back of the net. And said it's come to Patrick Bamford's weaker right foot, and he's dragged it wide. I mean, fucking hell. Come on, Leeds. 5 minutes of added time left. 90 minutes have just come up on the clock. 90 minutes and 20 seconds, actually. And Mark Rocker is living dangerously against Jamie Vardy. And Leeds need to get a grip. They need to get a grip. This is unacceptable. I can't watch. I mean, this is a watch along. It's just unacceptable. I mean, what are we doing? the fans are literally losing their mind. Everybody can see what the problem is. And Brads has played one in, and it's Jamie Vardy. He's going down as Vardy, but he's gone down as well, and there's an offside against him. He'll be fuming about that, will Jamie Vardy? That's it. Just step up and make it obvious. That's all you got to do. Step up, make it obvious. He's offside. Because Vardy isn't tracking back. When we step out, Vardy's not stepping. It's not stepping back either. So it's easy to catch Vardy. Easy thing to do with Vardy. Just catch him offside. Simple as that. Maddison coming through the middle. Tries to play a ball out wide, but it's a good job it was intercepted. Fayers. His marauding run. And he's out of position. He's lost possession now to Bamford, but Bamford. And it's another offside against Patrick Bamford, I think. And the Leeds fans are going absolutely crazy here. Junior Firpo pumps one long up the pitch, but there's nobody there. Tielemans picked it up. Maddison, and it's a lovely interception from Junior Firpo. Leicester throw in. And it's the Leicester number 27 taking the throw in. Or was it 37? 27. Firpo again picks up the ball. Plays it down the line up to Patrick Bamford. There's nobody there. Aronson's getting his arm pulled off him. Referee plays on. McKennie plays it out to Patrick Bamford. He's not had a bad game today, Mr. McKennie. Rocker. Patrick Bamford. He's trying to go through a ball, but he just can't break through. Can't Patrick Bamford. And Maddison's run into Brendan Aronson and he's gone down. He's clutching and holding his chest. I mean, you know. Yeah. Good little bit of work from Aronson there. Perfect place. I don't mind conceding a free kick up there. It's on the halfway line. Leeds was short at the back, and if he'd have played it, Maddison earlier, we'd have been in a lot of trouble, I think. Free kicks over towards Luke Ayling. Christensen tries to cross one in to Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy lays it back to Daka, and the Leeds defenders are all at sea. They're all scrambling to try and stop the shots. And it's cleared out. And Leeds are hanging on for dear life here. Christensen tries to cross one in, but it's caught, I think, by Luke Ayling. Has it gone out for a free kick? A goal kick or free corner ball? Can't tell because it's camera angles are all over the place. I think it's a corner ball. I thought it was. I thought Luke Ayling got onto it. Maddison. I can't. I mean, I don't know about you, but I just don't believe how we've allowed a side that's below us to come to Elland Road, dominate possession, dominate shots. Shots on target, dominate the game in every area, and Maddison's going to get well, I mean, he's tugged away at Luke Ayley's shirt there, but he's done that on the final whistle. Not good enough from Leeds. Not good enough. And the game management, I haven't said this, but the game management has been exceptionally poor today. We were 1-0 up. We weren't doing too bad in the second half, but he's told them to drop deep and defend the lead, and we know that we can't defend. and we've allowed Leicester to dominate play, dominate possession. They've brought on a proven striker, a guy who's proven year in, year out. He give the ball to him in the 18-yard box, he'll stick it in the back of the net. He'll, play him off the last defender, sit on everybody's shoulders, and he'll beat them for pace. And sure enough, he's come on the pitch. He's got that moment, Jamie Vardy, and he's not gonna miss. A guy who retired from international football, discovered late in his professional career, Jamie Vardy, many years into his career playing football, and he didn't really want to go on and play for England, and who can blame him with his age and stuff like that. But I think it's just a case of you get somebody like him, and he's a proven goal scorer. And what have we got? It's 2 points lost is this for Leeds United, and that could be a very, very big 2 points at the end of the season. As Liam Cooper and Maddison have a chat, Ayling and McKennie are having a chat. I mean, we all know what he's going to say. It's frustrating. It's this. It's that. You should have made the changes, the attacking changes, and continued attacking this Leicester side, because they're there for the taking. That is another disastrous result for us, is this. And if you don't think we're not going down, I'm more convinced than ever after that result. It is so bloody disappointing to watch that we've allowed a lead to slip. We've got a goal ahead, and then we've just dropped off and tried to defend a match and tried to defend a 1-goal lead for all those minutes, for 50 minutes plus, an hour's worth of football. There's no chance. Not when you're putting on you've got someone like Vardy coming on the pitch. Despicable, absolutely despicable. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. It's a disastrous result for Leeds, is this, in my eyes, in my opinion. It's terrible, absolutely terrible. And I'm afraid, and I didn't want to do this, but I think Grathia is now under the spotlight, and I think he's going to be under a lot of pressure from the board. It's a terrible result for Leeds, is this. Oh dear. Shocking. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to have to take a break before I finish this. I'm, absolutely livid with what I've just seen. I don't see just how or what Grathia's going to say that's going to make that any better. It's disastrous. Everybody could see it. As soon as he started making changes, Dean Smith, we didn't, fine if you react slowly. He didn't react at all. There's no substitution. There's no innovation. There's no attack. We're literally sitting back on a 1-0 lead at home, and we've let Leicester come and dominate a team that's below us in the Premier League, who have got an absolutely shocking record on the road this year. on the road and at home, and we've allowed them to come and get a point from us at Elland Road, and this is why we're down where we are. I'm telling you now, we're going down. Absolutely pathetic, really poor game management, and I thought Grathia was the man. I said it before, he's the man who's going to keep us up. He isn't. He's the man who's going to take us down now. After what you've just seen there, he's the man who's going to take us down. You can't drop 3 points like that against what is technically an inferior opposition. They're not that good. Leicester are not that good a team. They can't be that good. If they were that good, they'd be way higher than us in the league this season. Awful. Bloody awful. Oh God, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to take a break because honestly, it's. Bollocks. Dear me. Well, what do you want me to say? I mean, you've seen exactly what I've seen there. If you think that we're going to stay up, I think that is evidence tonight that we're not staying up, and we're going to be lucky now if we're going to stay up. and Grothia's game management is under the spotlight. It is under the spotlight big time. I tried to defend him during the Fulham game, and after that Fulham game, and I thought he did all right, and perhaps it was the players. But now I've seen that, it's more obvious to me that he's lost it. I don't know what this issue is with Wilfred Gnonto, but Wilfred Gnonto should have been on that pitch again. He should have been on the pitch. He didn't appear for us, I don't think. So, disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful from Leeds. I'm not at all going to hold back when I do a post-match, if I make a post-match video about this tomorrow. But to be at home, to sit back on a 1-0 lead against a weak Leicester side, weak at the back. The stats tell the story, and not go after them in the second half and try and get another second goal, in my opinion, is unforgivable. It is unforgivable, that performance. The stats tell the story. I mean, we've had literally 3 shots on target for the entire game, 13 shots overall, 3 corners, and fouls, 14. I mean, 41% possession at home, and we've been dominated by Leicester City, of all teams. Of all the teams, we've been dominated by Leicester City at home. I mean, you just couldn't make it up. Anybody who thinks we're going to beat Bournemouth in our next game, I think you're deluded. We're not going to beat Bournemouth. Bournemouth are an outstanding team. They've got some really, really good victories under the belt recently, and they've come out of nowhere, and they're more likely to be safe than us in this relegation battle. And for me, that is 2 points dropped, and the chance of having some air between us and the bottom 3, the bottom 4, is now out of the window. We had a great opportunity tonight to take us to within a point of Bournemouth. More importantly, open up a 4-point gap against Leicester. That would have meant they needed a victory and a draw, at least, to go above us. And instead, what have we done? We've managed a point. Honestly, it just defies belief. I'm beginning to think that, is it the orders or the instructions coming from above about, let's just try and be ultra shit, really, really shit, and we'll show you how shit we can be and still remain in the Premier League next season. We're gonna get found out, and we're gonna get sucked into that bottom 3. I'll tell you now, before the end of this year, and we're going back into the Championship. So get ready, everybody. Get ready for your season ticket refund, your season ticket rebate. What is it, about 30 quid or something daft like that? It beggars belief that we've let that lead slip, that we've allowed a team like Leicester to come to Elland Road and literally humiliate us and dominate us in that second half. I mean, fine, the Patrick Bamford chance goes in, and everything's okay, but that was just, he misses that, and you're just thinking, it's over. I'm telling you now, it is over. The Premier League dream is dead. It's dead for me. I think we've had it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Perhaps you joined the watch along. Perhaps you enjoyed it. Perhaps you enjoy my content. Perhaps you enjoy my channel. Whatever it is. But I've updated the title of this watch along, and it now reads Leeds 1, Leicester 1. Awful game management. Just a minute. Awful game management sees Leeds lose 2 points. Your thoughts? Join me. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow after this. It's worse. This is worse. It's worse than a defeat. Is this? I didn't think there could be anything worse than a defeat, but this is it. It's worse than defeat. It is absolutely shocking that we've allowed that lot to come to Elland Road and grab a goal in the fashion which they did, and there's been no reaction from Grethiel after that Jamie Vardy substitution, and on that performance, we deserve to go down. Leicester, I mean, they should have. The scoreline theoretically should have been. We should have lost it. We should have lost that game. The offside goal, the VAR decision early on in the first half, which I thought, you've seen them go to VAR, and those goals have stood in VAR, and it just shows more inconsistencies from the FA, from whoever's running the VAR, and people's interpretation of the rules of the game. A minor technicality sees Leicester. They'll be going away from Elland Road. They'll be very disappointed, but I'm very disappointed that we've allowed them to come and get 2 points. And some people will say, well, it's a point gain, not 2 lost. I'm afraid you can't see it like that. You can't see it like that. If you want to stay in this league, that is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. You can't just sit there hoping to pick up the odd point. You got to go out and get the 3. It's the 3 points that's going to keep you in this league. Nothing else. Nothing else will do. We lack quality. We lack desire. I don't know if it was tiredness in that second half. I don't know if it's organisation, and I think there's a lack of organisation, and you just know Maddison's going to come in. He plays a critical ball through to Vardy, and as soon as Vardy gets on the end of it, there's only one outcome, I'm afraid. And awful from Leeds. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream there. There's nobody in, so Bandy, of course, if you're watching, thank you so much for joining, and all my other people who join, come in and out of the stream during the match. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you disagree. Let me know in your comments, and I'll sure as heck try and reply to you as soon as possible. All the very best to you. Have a good evening, a good night's rest, and roll on to the next game for Leeds. And I'll just tell you a little bit about that very quickly. I don't know if I'm going to do a preview because we know what's coming. I think we're going to get hammered. There, I've said it. Next game for us is Bournemouth on Sunday, the 30th of April. So there we have it. Take care of yourselves. See you next time.